Hi, entrepreneurs! Welcome to today's live video here on YouTube. Hello there. I'm so happy to see you here today. My name is Sharon, and I'm from nutsaccounting.com, and I help entrepreneurs to use cloud accounting system like a pro in simple English. So if you are using Wave Accounting, Zero Accounting, or Sage 1 Accounting, I'm going to help you to use it like a pro in simple English. At Nuts Accounting, there's weekly tips and tutorials on cloud accounting system and online business curated just for you. And today, the topic that we are going to talk about is 4 tips to help business owners to transition from your office to work from home mode. So these are the 4 tips that as a business owner you must know and you must implement in your business before you decide to to send your staff home and to tell them, hey, now it's time for us to work from home because of the pandemic season. So these are the 4 things and 4 tips that you must do before you do that, before you decide to send your staff home. So the first one of all, the first thing that I want to talk to you about right now is I hope that you are staying safe, staying at home, and you are healthy right now so that you need to worry about health condition or your staff's much. And then if you do have any questions, don't forget you can type it in the live chat right now so that we can have a little chat. You know, during this pandemic season, it's a little boring to stay at home. So you can have a little chat and type it in the live chat and chat with me. So the first tip that I'm going to share with you is you need to decide before you send your staff home, before you send them back home and tell them, hey, it's time for us to work from home right now. Before you do that, there is 4 things that you need to do first. First of all, you need to provide the right equipment for your staff so that they will be able to work from home just like what they are doing in the office. So you need to provide them, if they are using a laptop, you need to provide them with a laptop. If they are using a certain accounting system or any kind of system in the business, then you need to provide them with the access to the system if they work from home. So you need to ensure and help them to set up everything to feel exactly the same as how they are doing it in the office. So if you are asking them to use a certain system, like for example, it will be easy for you if you are using cloud accounting system for your business. So if you use cloud accounting system, as long as you have internet connection and internet browser, you can access your cloud accounting system no matter where you are, whether you are using it on a laptop or a tablet or a smartphone. As long as you have internet connection and also your internet browser, you are able to do your accounting just like normal. So don't worry too much if you are using any cloud-based system such as cloud accounting system or any kind of cloud CRM, customer relationship management, or maybe other kind of cloud accounting system like Microsoft 365. And of course, if you do not use cloud accounting system and you use any kind of proprietary software or any kind of offline software or system that you install into your laptop or install in the server in your office, then you need to ensure that all your staff that needs to access this kind of system will be able to do the work or handle their work exactly the same as how they are in the office. So if you tell them, now you go home and bring this laptop home and work from home. But if they need to use the system, like for example, let's say MYOB accounting system, which is installed on offline in a server or in a certain laptop, and if you do not have access to that certain laptop physical access or maybe the server, then you will not be able to use the MYOB system at all. So you can't be sending them home with a laptop that's not installed with MYOB system, the offline version, and then tell them that you need to work from home and update the MYOB every day. So they will not be able to do that because the laptop does not comes with the MYOB. So if that is your scenario, then there is 2 ways that you can consider right now. First of all, the easiest way, not to say the easiest way after this, but it's going to be difficult in the beginning, is to migrate your accounting system into cloud accounting system. that is the good for the long run, but not so good for right now during the migration phase. There's going to be a lot of work to do to migrate your current accounting system into cloud accounting system. Or the second thing that you can do is to install the MYOB into every laptop. But do bear in mind that if there is more than one user that's using the MYOB accounting system, it's not going to be synchronized across all the computers, all the laptops, without migrating the backup file and then restoring the backup file onto the laptop. Then only you will have the work of other people's work. So it's not ideal if you have more than one user. So if you have more than one user, maybe you need to dedicate only one user to update everything in the accounting system. Or maybe you can set up a temporary server, such as set up a laptop and then install it with something like a team viewer access, so that they can access the laptop and do the work there. But still, there's only one person that can use the accounting system at any one time. So this is not so ideal, but it's a temporary workaround until you are able to go back to the office and work things like normal. But I doubt that we are going back to the old normal that we have been so used to. Even though the pandemic season has ended, it's going to be a new normal after this. Even after the quarantine has ended, everything will become a new normal. Okay, the second tip that I need you to do before sending your staff home is to ensure and to decide what is the communication method that you would like to that you would like to implement into your business. For example, if you have weekly sales meeting, physical meeting with face to face with each other in the office, if you do have that, then you might want to consider to have your meeting via Zoom. Right now, Zoom is very, very popular, and everyone, even if it's not for business purpose, even for personal purpose, also a lot of people is using Zoom meeting right now, because Zoom meeting is free at the moment for a certain period of duration, and also the meeting duration is up until I think it's 40 minutes, and also for a number of participants up to 100. So if you do want to bring your business home and work from home, you need to decide, how do you want to communicate with each other? Do you want to communicate with each other using Zoom? Do you want to set a specific date or time? Like, for example, every Friday morning from 9 a.m. until 10 a.m., we are going to conduct our sales meeting as usual. But this time we are going to have it on Zoom rather than face-to-face meeting in the meeting room in the office. So you need to decide all of this before you really want to implement sending your staff back home and tell them to work from home. So the sales meeting is going to be including a lot of people, like maybe a whole department, or maybe the whole company, all the employees in the company. But if you are trying to communicate with each other, maybe 1-to-1 staff or maybe 1-to-2 staff, and you are trying to work together, then you might want to consider to use something lighter. You can still use Zoom for this, but it's going to be a little difficult to set up and all that. So the easier way is to communicate via maybe WhatsApp. So you can use the WhatsApp text messages, or maybe you can use the WhatsApp video call, which is also quite useful during this pandemic season. And of course, you can use Skype as well if you prefer to use Skype. And there is another one that has been quite popular lately around the online business industry, that is called Slack, Slack. So you might want to check that out as well and see which one is the best one that you can use in the business. So if your team has been communicating with each other using a WhatsApp group chat, or maybe WhatsApp chat, personal chat, one-to-one chat, then you do not want to suddenly tell them to change to use Skype. Then it's going to be different and maybe difficult in terms of implementing that into the environment of your staff. So if they have been using WhatsApp all this while and there's no problem communicating in that channel, then just continue on using WhatsApp to communicate with each other. And the next one is project management. So let's talk about your project management. If when you have a certain project in your business, you might want to use certain items or certain tools to manage your project well in your business. You can use the normal way of managing a certain project, such as the normal physical planner that you can write down all of the tasks that you need to do and who will be doing it and when has it been completed or when is the deadline or the due date to complete this particular task. So all these you can put it inside a physical planner. But if you want to put everything online, it's a good chance and a good time for you to do so. Why? It's because if you put it online, then everyone in the business or involved in the project will be able to access the project management system so that they will know what is the next task that they are going to do rather than coming back to you and say, hey, I've completed task A. So what is my next task? Then only you tell them, oh, now you start working on task B. There's going to be a little time delay, especially when you work from home, when not everyone is available immediately. So there might be like 1 hour or 2 hours delay from the time when when they tell you that they have completed task A, but when you tell them to start on task B, you might already wasted 2 hours there. So you do not want to waste the time while your staff or your employees sitting there and don't really have anything to do because they don't know what they should do next. So, using a project management system, you have a few options that's available right now in online. Some are paid and some are free to a certain extent and some is absolutely free. So you might want to check out which one is the best one for your business. The one that I'm using right now is Trello. Trello is a very easy and very visual kind of a project management system where there are a lot of cards and you can drag these cards from this project of the whole project is called a board and you can have a specific category for each of the items inside your project. So once the task has been completed from the step 1, then you can drag it over to step 2. So this kind of project management system is easy to understand because it's very visual and you can assign the task to your employees or to assign it to a certain people to tell them that you are going to be in charge to complete this task or this card itself. So Trello, you can use Trello. It's free, but I think that it's free up to a certain number of users. So if you have a lot of users, then Trello might be something that you need to pay in order to use the full system of it. But you can also use other systems such as Asana or Monday.com. These are also quite popular among the online business. So you can use either Trello, Asana, or on Monday.com. And the next one that I recently found out is Bitrix24. So Bitrix24.net. So Bitrix is it looks very attractive to me right now because it's new to me, and also I love that they have Gantt chart system inside Bitrix, so you can explore and find out and see which one is suitable for your business and which one is easy for you and also your employees to pick up and to start using it for your to manage your project, even when you are managing it from home and also from remotely with each other. So try to leverage on all the available online systems to help you and your business to do your business in a better way. And of course, the next one is your working hours. Before you send everyone home, you need to decide, as the business owner, you need to decide what is the official working hours for your staff and your employees. So you need to decide whether you want to stick with the usual working hours that you have right now, whether it is a 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, or maybe you prefer to have it like maybe a certain section of the day as a meeting hours, or maybe if you have other kind of working hours, you can also set it as well. So if you want to send your staff to work from home, you need to decide on this because you need to tell them what is your expectation, when do you expect them to be online and to be available to communicate with each other on business matters, and also when do you expect them to work and produce their work during the working hours. So you need to let them know. So at least they know, oh, if your working hours is 9 to 5, then at least they know that by the time it hits 9, they need to start to be on their laptop and available on WhatsApp for you to communicate with them, or maybe they need to be available in the meeting room of Zoom. So all of this your staff needs to know very well, and you need to communicate very well with all your staff before you send them home, because you do not want to have, at the end of the day, you do not want to be disappointed that your staff is not working from home and the whole system of work from home is a disappointment, a huge disappointment to you. You do not want that to happen. What you want is to try to find ways to continue on your business, even if in this pandemic season, even if things are a little difficult right now and you are not able to see face to face, sit next to each other face to face, and have a face to face meeting with each other. Even during this kind of season, during this kind of pandemic season, you need to think of ways to how to ensure that your business is able to continue during this season. And of course, you must ensure that all the working hours has been set correctly and the expectation has been set correctly for you and also for your employee, so that both of us, the business owner and also the employee, will know what to expect during this work from home period. So what do we need to expect? Like, when do we need to expect to see our staff on the WhatsApp call or on the Zoom meeting? When do we need to expect to see them be available there? And when do they and when does your employee can get off work, and when do they need to? It's like, if you work from home, it's very often that you work more than the set number of hours. Like, for example, if you work until 5 o'clock, it's not like as you hit 5 o'clock, you shut down your laptop straight away, right? It's not going to happen. So usually we are very keen on extending our work, and it seems like, oh, there's a little bit more. Let me work on this and let me continue on this while I'm having the momentum of doing this task right now. So during this kind of situation, you might not be shutting off your laptop right on the dot of 5 p.m. So you might want to set a certain expectation with each other between you and also your employee. And of course, we must have the grace with each other right now during this pandemic season, because you cannot be expecting employees who are parents to young kids who has been crying and crying to get the parents' attention throughout the whole day, to be able to work and focus on the work throughout the day. So you might want to give them some space and give them some flexibility to let them to, find their own comfortable time that they can focus on the workload that you have assigned to them. Like, for example, if they feel that they are able to wake up a few hours earlier before the toddler is awake, and they are able to perform the work and give you all the tasks, that's all the tasks that you have assigned to them, then by all means, just give them this kind of flexibility. Or maybe at the end of the day, after the toddler is asleep, then they will be able to focus and work for you. Then just let them be. As long as they are able to produce the work result, or as long as the whole environment of your business are still able to produce the result, the work that needs to be done is done, then just give them the flexibility that they need during this pandemic season. But at the end of the day, we want to keep our employees happy working with us, and not be grumbling that they need to work with us even during this pandemic season and we are not flexible at all. So as a business owner, there are a lot of aspects that you need to think of right now. And one of the aspects is to how to ensure that your business is able to continue on working through all the projects and all the tasks that you need, and to support your customers during this pandemic season. All right, master user. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to share this with your friends, and also click on the like and also share this with your friends. And if you do want to get to know, if you want to learn more about wave accounting or zero accounting, don't forget to head on over to nutsaccounting.com/store, STORE, in small case, nutsaccounting.com/store, or you can find the link in the description below, and head on over there to sign up for the free masterclass that's going to happen really soon. So don't forget to sign up for the free masterclass and reserve for your spot today. And when it is available, I'm going to let you know as the VIP waiting list. So I hope that you stay safe during this pandemic season, and I hope that you stay healthy. Until next time, we will be sharing more tips and tricks on how to navigate through this pandemic season for your business. So I'll see you next time. Entrepreneurs. Bye.